everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I don't have a funny statement for Fridays like Waffle Wednesday. I have nothing for Friday. But happy Friday.
Frightful Friday, because we're in Strahd.
Frightful Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's raining Friday.
Okay.
Say favorful Friday, frightful Friday, fearful Friday.
Fearful
Hey,
Friday.
Boosted.
Freaky
Hey,
Friday.
Boost. How we doing?
Got Mountain Dew
Boosted.
tonight. That's
Freddy Friday.
I am glad
Ready.
it's the weekend. Sorry, Bully.
I can go with that.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, she's no, she's got a hurdle to jump. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So yeah, looks like some more bleeding today. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
But beyond
she'll
that,
be
she's
fine.
acting like
She'll
herself.
be fine. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to go through that. I don't wish that on anybody. I've been down that road, and it's not fun.
It is not.
Indeed, but thank you for asking. She'll heal. We just got some things to go through. Make sure there's no ear infections and things of that nature. There's a little bit of bleeding happening, but beyond that, thanks for asking. And sorry about Wednesday because.
It's a watered down bleeding. It's the normal discharge you would get in a wet injury. You know how like doctors they keep an injury wet, like the antibiotics and whatnot. It's kind of like that, so it's constantly seeping with a little bit of blood and whatnot. So it looks worse than what it is, but otherwise it's healing.
Yeah.
That's good.
She says it's itching, so
That means it's healing.
yeah.
That means it's healing, sure. So your son had tubes. So I had tubes that caused a hole in my eardrum. So I'm very skittish when it comes to ear problems. So, but unfortunately, that caused our Wednesday session not to happen. So I'll see what reasons.
Yeah. Family
But
first.
I heard it was a good water deep run yesterday.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
And a new clip and a new sound clip that we had to capture and possible an emote coming. Possible an emote coming.
That one was actually from a while ago.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that
old.
clip
Yeah.
was from
Oh,
a long
okay.
time ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks
got you,
ago.
Yeah, that was just
Gotcha.
one. That was a bullyism that came out of his mouth that completely caught me off guard. Like,
Yeah.
So with that, we have probably a new emote in the works. So,
That's some
yeah,
ideas.
man.
There's some ideas.
Yeah.
yeah, Courtney.
And,
Like when I picture that text, all I can think of is like Doug Henning. Like, imagine. It's magic.
Imagine.
I know. I couldn't get the sparkles to show up when it was like, small emote size.
No, I know. Well, I just simply meant that's how I envisioned that text is like just sparkly rainbow. Like imagine.
Well, I gave you part.
I gotta mute you, Nim, because you're getting some road noise in the back there.
Oh, I can mute it. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Yeah.
But how was everybody's week?
It was dreadful.
Well, yeah, you had a rough week. Yeah, you had a rough week
Yeah.
for sure.
But I was thinking with that what she shared us in Discord, I was thinking like the SpongeBob imagination.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Imagine. Yeah. Exactly.
See, my daughter just said it. She knows all about
Imagination.
SpongeBob.
Maybe I'll see if I can figure out a way to like get it curved like that. It's not as easy as it is in like Photoshop, so I'll have to work on it.
But keep in mind too, the email is going to bring it down in size.
Yeah.
So, like here's TBK's emote
Imagine.
and the lettering. That's what you're going to get out of that for reading. But indeed. So I hope everybody had a great week, and I hope everyone has a good weekend. And I think we're 15 past the hour here. I think we can get into our recap of what exciting cliffhanger I left off from last week.
Indeed.
we can just jump right into it.
Okay, if everybody's ready. Talk convinces the group that they should return to Valaki to rescue Anna, the wife of the Burgermeister of Kresk. Just as they enter town, they notice a dark figure following them. They split up to see who the person is following, but the person just ends up walking right up to Zephyr. They hand her an invitation for a dinner that night at Lady Watcher's house. While in town, they decide to look for Isaac to try to help hide Irina. Since Talk and Zephyr are, I'm sorry, I don't know where that came in from. Talk and
All right.
Zephyr enter Blinsky's toys, remembering that he is. Sorry, I have the hiccups on top of everything, so leave me be. Talk and
Don't
Zephyr
scare her.
enter Blinsky's toys, remembering that he is seen there often. Inside, they see a heavyset man with a monkey on his shoulders. He asks about Isaac, or they ask about Isaac, and Blinsky shows them a doll that looks like Irina. He has ordered hundreds of these dolls that always have this same appearance. He also tells them that he got the monkey from an older half-elf bard named Rictavio a couple of weeks ago. This hits a chord when they remember they saw a man of that description at the inn once. Zephyr thanks them for his time and gives him a silver as thanks, but he refuses to accept it and gives her, or refuses to just accept it and gives her a marionette of Strahd in trade. They meet with the rest of the group at the Blue Water Inn, and inside they actually see Rictavio sitting at the bar. They ask him about they speak with him and learn that he is a traveler of plains and is also stuck in Barovia. They then ask him and Danica about Lady Watcher and her growing revolt. She apparently runs a cult called the Book Club. They believe that that a devil matching Tarnok's description is the chosen one. Talk and Zeph tell the group that they have had no luck finding Isaac, and they debate what to do next. Talk thinks that either way, they need to draw out Isaac, so that is where they should start. Danica tells them that two members of the Burgermeister staff have recently disappeared, and Isaac is tasked with finding them. There has also been a purple light seen from the attic of the Burgermeister's mansion. Perhaps this information could be useful to them in the future. In order to pull out Isaac, they decide to wait with Tarnok in the town square, but he doesn't ever show up. They then make their way to the Burgermeister's house, which is heavily guarded and under lockdown. They request a guard to let Isaac know that they are waiting for him in the town square. After waiting for about an hour, they see a horse-sized, saber-toothed tiger covered in plate armor walking towards them. And that is where we left off.
Dun, dun, dun. Exactly.
I pull a can of tuna fish out of my pocket.
Where'd you get tuna?
The D&D equivalent of tuna.
Yes, the D&D equivalent of tuna.
Haddock? Would that be?
Yes. Haddock.
Yes,
Haddock.
exactly. Of course. We don't have tuna, but we definitely have haddock.
Yep.
Yes. Salt cod.
Mm.
Halibut.
Gefilte
yes.
fish.
Gefilte
Pickled
fish.
salted fish. Gefilte fish.
Indeed. So as you guys are waiting in the town square, Nim's on top of the building. Yes, you see this saber-tooth tiger creeping up the east road towards you. Hair on the back of his neck is standing up, ears slicked back, teeth are out, nice and sharp, with
Okay.
plate armor, moseying on top to you,
It's,
or
I'm zooming
prowling,
way
what they
out.
call it.
I like to imagine him
way
moseying.
different
It
than
seems much more
moseying.
casual.
Yeah. I'm like, that's way different than moseying. Okay.
Nope, definitely not moseying, but on the prowl,
Okay.
as they do.
So head down. Butt
Yep.
shaking.
Head down, eyes up, ears slicked back, hair on the back of his neck standing up.
Does one of its front arms look demented by chance?
Negative.
Okay.
And you said it was the size of a horse.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Wearing full plate armor.
Wearing full plate armor. I guess I am going to slowly pull out my weapons. Probably my bow.
Does
And,
anybody have?
put an
Can
arrow in
anybody
it.
talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
can talk.
Oh, you
What do we want to do here? Are we thinking attack?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna bring my shield and my axe up more defensively, just in case it attacks. But
Okay.
there doesn't appear to be anybody with it. It's just this thing walking down the east road towards us, right?
Yep.
Saving.
You start hearing as it's walking. You start hearing some of the town folks start screaming. They start running, rushing out of the doors past you. Some of the shopkeepers and some of those people that were inside.
What do you think, Tarnok? Should we attack it before it gets any closer?
Well, for me to attack it, I kind of got to get closer anyway.
Well, Zephyr and I both have bows.
I guess I'm going to be like, stop, kitty.
Yeah, I don't.
Bad kitty.
I was looking to
Bad.
see if I had command, but I don't.
Like, stay there. Stop. That's what I'm going to say out loud. I don't know. It probably won't help at all, but at least I'm attempting something.
Yes.
As you're pulling your bow around and Talk is pulling his axe out, his head tilts a little bit. He opens his mouth up. You see his maw full of teeth as you say, "Stop, kitty!" And it just starts growling. As it's starting to pick up pace a little bit towards you.
That's
Not running.
helping, Zephyr. That's not helping.
Well, you weren't doing anything. I tried something.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cast Bless at 2nd level on the party.
Okay.
So that's a D4 to attacks and saving throws.
Cool. All right.
Okay. As you're casting Bless, 2 guards come up from your west side streets. They stand right between you and the tiger, holding spears out in front of it.
At the tiger or at us?
Yes. At the tiger.
Okay.
Tiger stops, contemplates, like it's thinking for a moment. It's one of the guards lunges at it with a spear. It dodges as a saber tooth reaches back and just rips half his torso apart. The other guard is shaking in his boots right now.
Just rip the guard in half.
Yep.
He must have critically rolled. It's got 20.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use Hunter Sense. Or not Hunter Sense. Which one is it? Oh, yeah, Hunter Sense. As an action, choose one creature you can see within 60 feet. You immediately learn whether the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities. What they are, if the creature is not hidden from divination magic. You can use this feature 3 times for long rest.
All right, he has no resistance against anything. He's just a basic beast. A saber-tooth tiger. Nothing's magical about him. You're probably known from that his bite, his claw, and he has a pounce, just like most tigers do, and it's very deadly.
And do I see any marks on his armor, or is it just smooth, no marks at all?
No marks, just kind of some ornate kind of trimming on the edge of the plate. but no marks to identify
Well, I'll tell him
ownership or anything like that.
it doesn't seem to be magical, and I don't see any marks on its armor, guys. I think it's just a wild beast.
Oh, did
Well,
we kill
wild
it?
beast with
domesticated.
armor. All right.
Domesticated-ish.
A domesticated wild beast? They're the worst kind.
I know.
Okay.
So
About how far away are we from it?
you're probably about 50 yards right about now. The guards are kind of midway. The second guard is trying to spear it. Tiger just claws it, slashes him right down the face. He drops down. He falls down. Right but then you see a wagon pulled by a horse rushing around the corner, and riding that wagon is a half elf that you recognize as Octavio. Pulls up in front. Stop! Don't kill it! He gets out. He's coaching the tiger, and the tiger's listening to him. Pushes it in the back of the wagon. Closes the door. He looks around cautiously and frightfulness and walks. Gets back on his horse and he rolls up to you. Sorry about that. Somebody let him out. There's
Well, I mean, you're responsible for these two being dead.
indeed, and I'm sure the Burgermeister's not going to like that too much. I got to head out of here. I got to disappear.
Yeah.
I would invest in a better lock.
How much to make us forget we
Yeah.
ever saw you?
Well, how about you guys look like you can help me? How about you can meet me to the west? Meet me at the west when you leave town at my tower. Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
You look like me and you. We're on.
You say your tower
on
is
the
to the
same
west.
quest.
How far west?
Pull up that map real quick.
The windmill.
We look like we're on the same.
The windmill. Yeah. I would invest in a better lock for your wagon.
No, it's those Carl and Nikolai Watcher. They broke into my wagon. Let them out.
I know a Genasi who's a really good locksmith. Different game.
Just west, the tower by the Lake Bartuk.
Okay.
But you guys look like you're on the same goal as I am. Meet me there once you finish with Valaki. Side note,
Can't we
there's a
just-
rebellion brewing here.
So we've heard.
Can't we just bring the tiger to the Isaac?
The tiger only is here to. I only train it to hunt Vastini.
Oh. So not Isaac. Okay. Yes.
Maybe
Well,
I should tell you my real
obviously,
name.
I mean, you didn't train it too well. It killed 2 guards.
Who are you?
It only trains. It only attacks when it's being attacked. But
Who
it's
is this?
it's trained to hunt Vastani out.
Rictavio.
Right. Okay.
The half elf that we were speaking to last time at the bar.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Maybe it's
The guy with the monkey?
maybe it's
No.
No, the guy that gave the guy the
guy
monkey.
who gave the monkey to Blinsky.
Right. The guy who gave the monkey.
Yep.
This guy's got a lot of ants.
just then he just then he takes his ring off and his hat. His features change. He's no longer a elf. He's actually human, quite older. Zephyr recognizes him. Yeah. Well, maybe I should tell you my true identity.
It is It,
Balfier.
where is it? Where is it?
Yeah.
It's one of these-
Balfier.
I am so
I'm
confused.
Rudolph.
The
I'm
red
Rudolph
nose-
Van Richen.
Rudolph Van Richten? Richten?
Yeah.
A
right.
famous vampire hunter. I'm here to hunt the evil of this land. But quick, I must be gone. Meet me at my tower.
Alrighty.
Snaps the bridle of the horse, and off he goes,
All right.
heading out west of town.
I immediately turn to the group and say, we need to get the hell away from these dead bodies. Goodbye.
Yeah, let's go stand closer to the Burgermeister's house. Perhaps?
Well, it's approaching time for us to go to the Watcher's house.
Oh, it is. Do you guys know who that was?
Rudolph Van Richten, whoever that is.
I've heard a lot about him. I mean, I have no like for the undead, including vampires. So I've done a lot of studying and reading up on them. He's like an authority on it. Like, he genuinely can help us with figuring out what's going on with Strahd. I bet.
Oh yeah, it's this guy.
Okay.
Right.
Well, then we will, when we're done with Lady Watcher and Isaac, of course, we'll make our way to his tower.
Right.
By the end of towns, people are starting to come out, noticing the dead bodies. Tiger slashing the one, of course, ripping one apart. Oh, where did that tiger come from?
Came from the wilds. I don't know. I suggest you all get back in your houses for now.
Indeed.
There may be
indeed.
more.
If the guards weren't just so interested in protecting the Burgermeister's interests, they could be guarding the gates, allowing a monster like that in this town. And they spit in the ground, start walking to their houses.
I wonder what else that tiger got up to. Let's head to the Burgermeisters, I guess. Get away from this. I don't want to be.
I say that we head back to the inn until the time for the Watcher. Until we need to go to the Watcher's house.
We were pretty close to it last week, but before we left, we were only like
it was like
Right, you're
I
about
think an
an hour
hour.
now.
Yeah.
Half an hour now, yeah.
so we still have to walk almost all the way to the north gate to get to the Watcher mansion or the Watcher estate.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
All right, let's head up that way.
Okay.
Then.
All right, let me set that up real quick because I'm a bad DM.
She doesn't approve of tardiness, you know.
Apparently, she does not approve. Or she does not take no for an answer.
Indeed. Can make your tokens a little bigger. All right, I'll bring you over to the map. So, like I say, about an hour goes, must about half an hour, 45 minutes. You walk over to the north side of town, and you come upon the mansion that was given to you. Directions were given to you by the creepy guy in the shadows.
Wow, I'm so tiny. Oh, there I go. It's like I got so small. It's like I'm a halfling in this campaign too.
Indeed.
Okay.
And of course, it's got dynamic lighting on, so
Yeah,
I
it's
don't have
clear
that
down
turned
at
on for you guys.
like the 2/3 of the way down on the sheet is where we are.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Yeah, it just didn't. It reset at the night the visions I gave you guys. I don't know why it does that. That should help. Bully. Zephyr should hopefully have hers on. Yes.
I can see for a ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tarnok's walking the perimeter, apparently.
I see that. Dude.
You see anything suspicious?
I'm playing with the little lines that go running into the building. Sorry.
All right. You are the audience's eyes. That's okay.
It's just fun to watch. The lines move.
Make sure everybody's got it turned on. For some reason,
Yeah, I think
Nims and
mine's
boys
off.
was turned off. All right, check yours in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it keeps turning them off every time you get an update. They're doing a lot of Roll20 is doing a lot of changes to the dynamic lighting.
Hopefully
you're
it'll
on, Todd.
eventually get fixed.
I'm on.
Yeah,
Mine's
yep.
on.
Oh, now it's working. It wasn't working before. It is working
Yeah,
now.
mine was working.
All right. Okay, so yeah, you guys walk up to where you at.
Where are you at?
Who's
Where are you at?
who's got the letter? Zephyr, right?
I gave the letter back. I didn't want to have that on me as
that's
evidence.
right. You just read it and handed it back. Okay.
Yep.
So I guess I'll knock on the door.
Doom, 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 doom. As he knocks on the door, it echoes throughout the house. Let me check one thing, because I am not going to sit there and move all these things.
All these things. Let's move away from the house.
All these things.
I'm sure he means cats. I'm sure it's just cats.
It's
Meow.
cats.
Meow.
Of course
Meow.
it's cats.
Meow.
Nyouton.
Oh, that explains our haunted inn on Thursdays. We must have a cat.
It's a cat.
It's a
That's
cat.
It's a cat. And it knocked over a wine bottle and it rolled around and mysteriously wrote closing time in the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be
Definitely a
honest, getting a
cat.
cat might not be a bad idea.
As Tok knocks on the door, after a few minutes or a few seconds, the door slowly opens. Creak. Standing there is a young servant woman, not a girl, but more probably in her early 20s. Ah, the Lady Watcher is expecting you. Please, come in.
Thank you. And I'll motion to the rest of them to follow.
Inside, you see the front door opens into a narrow kind of a foyer area, and there's 3 glass-stained doors and wooden frames lead from it. One toward the north, and then you got 2 in the wings on the east and the west. Please,
I'll just
come. Follow me.
We're going.
Right. So you walk through the door. You can play with the tokens, but you walk through the door. There's a staircase that leads up, and you have a door east and west. She went through the west. You guys follow, and it opens up into the dining hall. As I pull it up, or the parlor. Here you see 3 elegant couches surrounded by an oval table made of brick glass. All are set in front of a blazing hearth, above which hangs the portrait of a smirking nobleman, sporting a broken nose and a tangle of hair graying at the temples, and several smaller portraits hanging on the north wall. Lady Watcher is sitting on one of the couch. Ah, my friends, greetings. I'm glad you could come for supper. Madeline, Please, set the tables. Yes, ma'am. She walks off. Could you have a seat? Maybe a glass of wine.
I'm gonna sit next to the door with my back not to her.
Okay.
And say no wine, thank you.
I
No
will
wine. Very
It's a bit
interesting.
it is a bit early for me.
I will move like I'm
As you
going to
wish.
sit over here, but I'm not going to sit. I'll just stand next to the couch.
Okay.
Chair. Or whatever it is. I'll stand next to it.
Seems your names have been fairly popular around here as of late. I believe we might be on the same goal, if you will.
I don't know if popularity is what I would call it.
So much as just being on everybody's tongue.
Well, if you're anything against the Burgermeister and Isaac, then trust me, you have the town at your side.
You know, it didn't feel like that the first day I was here.
Well, townsfolk here are really skittish of strangers. They're also scared of Isaac. So one that can defeat him will bring much joy to this town. So dare you attack in open public in broad daylight on your first day here? Well, things are to be expected.
Yes.
Well, that may have been more of a misunderstanding than an actual assault.
Misunderstanding? How so?
Um,
Isaac was interested in one of our companions, and that we were charged with watching over, and he tried to take her into his custody without reason, and we did not agree with that.
Yes, the auburn hair girl that you bring with you. Indeed.
she's not with us now, right?
No,
No.
Okay.
she's at the end.
At the end, you say, huh?
I did say that out loud. That was table talk. As a reminder for Bully.
Thank you.
I'm just playing. I'm just joking.
Okay.
I don't.
So-
You're a turkey.
So does she have an imp?
Like a little, like, I don't know what that is.
It's like an imp.
It does look like an imp. A
Interesting.
little pocket demon.
Kid demon. Gotta catch them all. Sorry,
But
isn't
then you
that what
see
Pokemon means in English? Is pocket monster?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see Manolin come out with a set of plates and dishes and things like that, and another servant girl with her start setting the dining table. And the dining room looks as an oriented dining table stretches the length of the room. It has a crystal chandelier hanging above it purposely, and the silverware is tarnished. The dishes are chipped, yet are still quite elegant. There are 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns surrounded the table. Arched windows made of lattice work of iron and glass look out into the small fog-swept estate. As these two young ladies are setting the tables. Well, this lady watches us looking at you, holding a wine glass, with her eyes kind of half closed, very like studying you. So what brings you to Valaki?
Today, or what has brought us to Barovia in general?
That's a fair question. How about what brought you to Barovian? Question. There's only two
Well,
types of ventures here. Ones are enemies of Strahd, and ones are friends of Strahd.
well, I wish to be no enemy of Strahd, but I don't think that he finds us to be friends so much as playthings.
she laughs. Indeed, indeed.
I
No,
I
you could
cannot
be
speak for my
friends.
companions. I cannot speak for my companions, but I knew nothing of Strahd until I was dragged here.
Same.
Same.
Oh, yes. Strahd does have his way to bring interesting folks from different parts of the dimensions, if you will.
So do we know which one she is? Is she for or against Strahd?
Oh, she's friends of Strahd's.
Oh, she's a friend of Strahd?
Yeah, we were
She's-
told that by
Yeah.
Donica.
She's against the Burgermeister.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna sit there. I'm not gonna talk unless she talks. Is what it comes down to. Holding my tongue
She
so I don't
just-
say anything stupid.
Oh, she's just staring at you, just studying you with her little wine glass in hand.
Is there something you need of us or desire from us?
Indeed. But I don't like talking business before dinner. Or at least on an empty stomach, don't you?
Hmm.
Full or empty, I do not care not. But if it is your preference, then we may eat first.
Indeed.
Will your sons be joining us this evening?
No. They usually hang at the inn and do whatever boys do.
Indeed, we have seen them at the inn on occasion.
One of the service girls heads back what's will appear to be the kitchen side of the house. Yes, they spend a lot of time at the inn.
Boosting the
Drunks,
local
as they say.
boosting the local economy, I guess.
Yes, you just say that, I guess. More of the town drunks. But you know how young boys are.
Not being one, I do not.
Indeed.
This is like having dinner with my family IRL. It's just like awkward, like, mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
He looks at Tarnock and happens to notice in his layer of cloaks that one of them is from the cult.
I'm not wearing that.
Ah, that's-
I'm not wearing the.
He took
You know where-
yeah, he's
who
only
had that?
wearing
He
one
gave that away.
now.
I
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, we gave it to Irina to hide her.
Yeah.
It's true. we
Oh,
did.
okay.
Though I'm only wearing the one cloak. I think it's green.
She stands up and starts walking to the table. Well, I believe dinner should be almost ready as she claps her hands. She sits at the table. The girls start coming out with plates. You got wolf steak, all kinds of greens, everything you could possibly think of eating. Whatever your heart desires, laid out on the table. Please, sit down. Have a seat. That
I'll sit.
there's that gentleman you saw earlier has come out as well. I hope you don't mind having another guest with us. I believe you have met.
This is the one that delivered us the note?
Yeah, and delivered
Yes.
the note to me.
Yes.
I indeed recognize this gentleman. Glad to see you again. In good health?
Great to see
Social
you.
enough. Her social awkwardness is starting to show.
May I formally introduce myself? I am Ernest Larnack.
Well,
So you sit down, you start eating. I guess we can maybe discuss business while we eat. Getting the impression of the awkwardness of it. I believe we're after the same goal. To do away with Isaac and the Burgermaster. For years I have sowed seeds of rebellion here and created my own army, as you would say. The only holdback I have is Isaac. With him gone, I'm sure I can rule this town in light of Strahd for him as the Burgermeister myself. But I just need Isaac out of the way.
Well, I think I speak for the group when I say our goal is not to unseat the Burgermeister or kill Isaac. But Isaac is, ultimately an inconvenience to us as well as the guards to receiving a person who was taken captive by the Burgermeister.
Oh yes, the girl from the Krezek. I believe she's a lady named Anne. Yes, they have her caged. Maybe we can work out a deal between the both of us.
That is the reason we came. We would like to see Lady Anna returned to Krezek. Or to Kresk.
Well, after Strahd attacked the other night, townsfolk are not feeling too happy with the Burgermeister as of late, with his false hope of parties and ceremonies. So what he does, as he always does, he cowers inside that mansion of his. Pull the guards around, surrounding him. I might have a means to distract that and allow you to break in, if you will.
What would you ask of us to do inside or in return?
To kill Isaac. We would not be successful with Isaac still there as his enforcer, that demon
What
spawn
if
of an arm of his.
what if just an example? The result was not the death of Isaac, but Isaac would be gone nonetheless. Out of town.
What do you propose?
Maybe there's a way to convince Isaac to abandon the Burgermeister and leave.
That's
I don't know.
impossible. He
I don't
raised him since
know.
he was a child.
Perhaps there'd be a way to bait him. He has been tasked with finding what's about the missing servants. Maybe we could convince him the servants are being taken by a force outside of town. Get him in trouble outside of town where he'll be unable to return.
And what do you have over him to cause him to leave town? Leave the Burgermeister, the one who raised him as a child, as a abandoned child at that.
Everybody has
Say-
something.
Well,
It's just figuring out what it is. Do you have
sits
any
back.
ideas?
And she points at me. I have no ideas. I wish him gone to be killed. He's been
just
a
don't
true
think it is
loyal
going-
servant.
I just don't think it'll be so easy to kill him. I think if we can burden somebody else with him, it would be best.
As the old saying goes, if he bleeds, he can die.
no.
But his loyalty to the Burgermeister is fierce.
Is there not anything that he's more loyal to?
If there is such a thing, I do not know. Go ahead and give me persuasion.
Okay.
We weren't really asking.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to get her, and this is table talk. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get her to his sister without me saying it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, yeah, but
We were-
don't,
15.
I believe most of the people in Vallaki believe her dead. She's been gone for over a decade, lost in the woods. So
I would like them to come to it before I say it, just because I don't want them thinking that perhaps she really is alive.
Well, we could say
It was a 15, by the way.
Yep, that's it. I know you guys discussed a little bit.
I was just gonna say, we're not really asking for the permission. We are asking for permission. Is it okay if he lives if he's not here?
Yeah, basically as well.
We're not asking.
how we
we want-
accomplish that is none of her concern. It's just
Right.
is
Yeah,
that an acceptable
Is that an acceptable way?
acceptable condition?
Yeah. That's why, yeah, that's true. That is why I started down that path. But yeah, ultimately, it doesn't matter how we do it. But yeah, we don't
So-
want Isaac dead. We want him to be protecting Irina while we can't do it.
So we're just asking you if that is an acceptable outcome.
So
You
I
asking
guess
me as
I'll.
yeah. Are you asking me as a DM or her?
No, we're asking Fiona if
Okay.
if it's an acceptable outcome, if as long as Isaac's gone, does it matter that he's not dead?
Right.
It doesn't matter the circumstances on how we get him away from the Burgermeister. Right.
Right.
That's our
Because
concern.
then she can get in there and do what she needs to do if he's
Right.
gone.
Because what we
You
want
sit
to
back-
do.
Imagine
If-
that we said
is-
that in a far more concise way.
She sits back with her wine glass. And what would stop him from coming back?
Well, by then you'll be in possession, so you'll have the power.
She stops and scratches her hairy chin.
I was not expecting Harry.
If you can get Isaac out of this town, that would be acceptable. But the only way for you to get into the house is if we start the attack on the mansion to distract and allow you to slip in from the back, or however you decide to come slipping in. Either way, you have a confrontation with Isaac.
Oh,
Well, let us worry about that.
Indeed. Though, if you fail, there are far things worse than death.
and if we succeed, then what?
Well, then you have your your escort or your charge. I forget the actual wording of it. And we have Velaki.
And what
And
becomes of the Burgermeister? Do you execute him or imprison him?
Oh, well, how about a little bit of both? I have plans for that.
Um,
The only reason I ask is because if Isaac's
Start feeling for
loyalties
me.
to the Burgermeister are as strong as you say, to leave the Burgermeister alive and imprisoned would be a reason for Isaac to return and try to put him back in power.
Oh no, the Baron will be gone in due time.
what of his wife?
She'll be gone too. Though the pastor may not take kind to that, so maybe we'll keep her around as leverage. I think y'all remember that was her sister, his sister.
Yeah. I guess I'll ask what Ernest's role is in all of this.
Ernest's role?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a fighter just like I am. He'd be on the front lines with us. Though his skills are not so much frontal confrontational.
And once your coup is complete, you will leave us alone?
Indeed. I would not want to upset Strahd, as you say.
I think we might need time to discuss it amongst ourselves before we make a full decision.
Indeed. I can totally respect that.
What are you eating, Bully?
chicken. Just the
You're
chicken.
welcome to stay here for the night. Since the town seems to be unsafe for you.
We already have a room at the inn, but thank you.
As you wish. But please,
When
you
would
haven't
you-
touched your meal all evening. You haven't touched your meal.
Who? Who has it?
You haven't touched your
Me?
food.
I've been
Anybody.
discussing business.
We all ate a good berry before coming in.
Ah.
Sorry, I'm full.
Actually, I think we all had a good berry for breakfast.
Yes, you must be. You must be famished.
I have a wolf steak
That's-
intolerance.
As Ernest looks over you, looks over Talk at his plate. Are you going to eat that? Pointing to the steak.
And I'll push the plate to Ernst.
Okay,
By all
thank
means, help yourself.
you. Very good. It's very good.
don't
When
have
do
to
you need
dumb.
your answer? When do you need your answer by?
Well, the sooner the better. I would like, at this stage, we could probably attack by nightfall, dusk tomorrow. So, how about by dawn?
We will have you your answer by dawn.
Mhm.
Much obliged. Thank you.
Then I'll stand up and I'll say thank you kindly for your hospitality this evening, but slightly a little bit too robotic. Thank you for your hospitality.
The turn up at the end was pretty good. Very convincing.
She stands up and she bows. Thanks you. You got glasses right in front of you, Zephyr, that like something hits them and they fall over and spill wine all over your clothing. Oh, such a shame. Sorry about that. He must have hit the table. Ah, she snaps her fingers to go get cloths. One of the servant girls heads off back to the kitchen, comes back, grabs some cloth, damps up the table, and hands some to you to clean yourself up.
And it fell over towards me, even though I didn't hit the table.
Yep.
I wish I had the invisibility.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out towards the middle of the table, kind of behind where the glass was. Like pretending to pick the glass up, but reach behind it.
You feel nothing but air, and Lady Watchers puzzle and look at you. What are you reaching for, my dear?
Oh, I don't know. It felt like maybe there might have been a breeze or something that knocked over this glass. I don't feel like I bumped the table.
Breeze, the windows are shut.
Oh, I don't know. That's why I was confused.
Well, I felt the table shifts. Isn't that right, Ernest? Yes. But no worries.
Indeed.
No harm to me, and no offense to me.
Would this be
It's-
where a perception would be done? If I wanted to see if there's something else?
Just so you know,
what do you
it-
want to see? You want to see if there's something else in the room?
invisible.
If what she's saying is true,
Oh, that
or
would
if
be
there's something
insight.
else.
That would be insight.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering. It says keen senses. There's something with my senses, or my person.
Well, if you're trying to see if she's being truthful with you or hiding information, you'd roll for insight. If you're trying to see if there's something in the room that you might be able to pick up, that would be perception.
Yeah.
It says keen senses. That's all I know.
Right. But what are you
BR
trying
page
to do?
23. I don't know what BR is. Huh?
But what are you trying to do? Are you trying to see something in the room that's invisible, or are you trying to see if she's lying?
Well, I'm guessing it's senses, so it would be hear, touch, smell.
Right. No, but
feel.
what's your ultimate goal? Like, what
Do
are
you
you
want to
trying
like
to
look
do?
at her, or do you want to look at the room?
Yeah.
I
don't
want to
worry-
see what what could have pushed the cup over.
All right.
Okay, so the room.
So it's kind of
perception.
both. I want to see if she's telling the truth, but I also want to see what's in the room.
That's two different roles then.
Right.
So you'd have to do two roles to do both.
Okay.
And keen senses is proficiency in perception. So it should be included
Okay, so it's-
in you.
It doesn't give me information on the app.
All it does is allow you to.
Out.
All it does is it allows you to add your proficiency to your profession roll, which
Yeah,
D&D Beyond would do automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, insight is crap, but perception was 15.
And I'll do an insight on her as she's talking to me. I'll split the hairs there.
Okay.
Ugh, only an 11.
Can I roll Can I roll insight?
You weren't whispering anymore, by the way?
I see that. Shucks. 12.
Can I roll insight?
Sure. You can't really read her, Zeph. But Darnock can get a sense that she is, well, lying, Frank.
As far as perception is, it's
A
sensing like this.
lying to the fact of how the glasses got spilled.
Right.
Given the fact that was the context of the conversation.
Okay.
Okay. And
I look around.
her perception was a 15, by the way, Eveler.
Oh, sorry. I didn't have that log up. Keep forgetting.
Hold on. I wanted to see if divine sense has like a vocal thing.
All right.
I mean,
Nim
I have something
Nim
to see
doesn't
invisibility,
see.
but
Well, let me
it would
check
be
something.
insulting.
Actually, let me see something real quick.
It doesn't. It's not.
Nim being looked around does not see anything out of the ordinary that would have caused the glasses to fall.
I reach out with my divine sense. Is there anything good, evil, celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet?
Yes.
It's like she's probably evil.
Yeah, so you're sensing that she's evil, and Ernest he's neutral. But you sense a fiend, lawful evil, within 60 feet of you.
Oh wow.
Okay. Oh, it's probably the imp. But we don't know that.
Yeah. I kind of
Okay.
figured that's what it was, but yeah, we don't know that.
Okay.
Can I make her cup spill on top of her?
Probably with a what they call it, prestigious, whatever, where you can a little gust of wind.
No, I actually have mage hand where they can't see it. It's
Oh.
part of my person.
Yeah,
for sure.
Rogue's mage hand is invisible.
Yeah.
For sure. So what's the component for that? Is that just verbal, or what I'm getting at is that I want to try to get you to roll like a sleight of hand so she doesn't see it if you're trying to be sneaky about it.
I believe it's
it's
verbal
hand check.
and a hand gesture.
All right. Sure you can. You want to do that?
Yeah, verbal and semantic. So it's she has to say something and a hand gesture.
You would definitely be noticed.
When you cast mage hand, you can make the spectral hand invisible, stow, or retrieve objects, or use thieves' tools to pick locks and disarm traps at range. You can disguise this with the sleight of hand check, and you can use the bonus action granted by your cunning action to control the hand.
Yep. So you can cast it to knock over her glasses, and then we'll do a sleight of hand against her perception. See if she catches you.
So
If that's
what I
what you
want to
wanna
do
do.
is I want to keep my hands underneath the table a bit when I do it.
All right, I give
Well,
you
yeah,
advantage.
you're still gonna use. Okay, yeah.
One,
22?
two.
Oh, nice.
Roll one more time. So you can get higher.
Nope, 22.
Okay. And let's see. 11. She does not see you as the glasses in front of her drop down and spill. And she steps back with a big gasp. You can see the anger in her face. And looking up at all of you.
I'm now looking
I think
around the
we are
room.
I'll be
done.
like,
Seeing them
it
all
wasn't me
wide-eyed.
this time. It was like, it wasn't me this time.
She snaps her fingers and mainly comes like scared. Come over with some towels and starts patting her down. Not there, you fool! Let me have it.
Talk is
think
just
we,
very, very confused by everyone's reactions at the table.
Yes. I'm looking around.
She looks up.
Trying to like
I must go change, if you will excuse me.
figure things out.
Yeah, yes. As I'm sitting there patting the wine off of my own clothes.
She walks
Du-
up
uh, d-
and
okay, she
in the
does leave.
spirit.
Do the
Mhm.
servants follow after her?
No, they're starting to clean up
Anything over
the
here?
spill and things of that nature, and just one taking towels back to the kitchen. Ernest is just like, more steak for me. She reaches over and grabs a steak, puts it on her plate.
Yeah, I'll you want to know what? I'll just hand him my steak. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to actually look at the table now. Now that 2 wine glasses fell over for no reason, I'm going to like check out the table and see if I see any like movement, like the bunching of, I don't know, linens or something wafting in the wind. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yep, you could have. Getting perception.
Do we want to use this
I
time to
see
get
the
out of here?
wind. I see the wind, all the colors of the wind.
Dude, you
With a
can see the
26.
Matrix. You can see the Matrix in this game. You see the code, you see Agent Smith, you see everything. But you
I
don't
see
what
that I
calls-
see
but
that
you-
I am only a character in this game and that there's some person sitting out.
You have a vision about people sitting around a table rolling dice. You don't know where it's coming from.
With numbers on a piece of paper.
Put numbers on a piece of paper. But unfortunately, you do not see what caused those glasses to tip over.
Do we
Okay.
want to use this time to get out of here?
Miss Ernest is eating the steak.
Divine
Looks at Tarnock. Are you going to eat that?
No.
I'm
here.
whispering to the person next to me.
Oh, thank you.
Zephyr.
As that nurse is kind of looking around, you can leave if you wish. She won't be no terror to you.
Okay. We should go. We know what we need to do.
She's probably gonna be a while upstairs anyways. It's about time for her to cast her spell on her husband.
What?
Excuse me?
We're new to
Oh.
Barovia.
I missed that. My
Oh.
kids were yelling in the background.
Oh, it's about time for her to cast her spell on her husband. Is what he
Oh,
Yes.
said.
now talk is really going to look confused.
Yes, I figured I would grabbed your ear. Well, maybe with a little coin, I can delve into some more information for you. As he finishes
Oh,
one
come on.
Tarnock steak.
Oh, come on.
We've already given
broken
you 3 of our
bread.
meals.
And I probably would have eaten them anyway since you guys weren't eating.
But we've broken
might be
bread.
kinda full.
Have you can confide in us.
Why should I?
Because we're friends. We're here. We're at the table together.
You've already told us this much.
We are here in good faith, after all.
Indeed. I told you this much for a little taste. Maybe with some more coin, you can get the whole meal. You know? As he sits back and wipes his mouth from the food that he just ate.
I'm sorry, guys. He's just not worth the time. I'd rather get out of here.
As you wish.
I'm always here for a good story. What does she cast?
Looks at Tarnok. 5 gold.
Come, 5 gold. I don't even know how much gold I have. Let's see. I have
Oh.
212
How much gold
gold.
did he
I have 5
say?
gold. 5? 5 gold? Sure, I guess. Here, I pulled up the 5 gold.
5 gold. Takes it, looks at it, bites it. See Strahd's face on it. Looks at you. Puts it back in his change purse. Yes. Spell called Gentle Repose. As you may or may not know, her husband has died 3 years ago. She cherished him. He's laying right now in her bed as we speak.
Why doesn't she just get somebody to resurrect him?
If he died of old age, it wouldn't work.
No.
Well, he died of sickness.
Ah. So then she could.
And no one
That's-
around here has that skill, at least in Valaki.
Well,
So
I mean,
she-
there is the abbot and Kresk.
Yeah. You might need a wedding dress. I don't know what the deal is there.
Yeah, the abbot and
Oh,
Kresk said that he could revive the dead children of Lady Anna if she brought him a white dress, a white bridal dress.
Well, I have heard of the abbot. I have not heard of this power. First I hear about this, but not much is known about the abbot from Kresk. That's interesting. But yet, she seems to be content by sleeping with his dead corpse.
Okay.
Dover cult ritual chamber in the basement.
Oh
But
yes,
you know,
we've seen the
these
members of this
things.
book club.
Yes, I believe one of you actually have the cape that was given to you, that was promised of the Prince of Darkness to come. As he looks at Tarnok.
Yeah. I've heard.
And so has the cult members.
Yes. What do you have to say about that?
You seem to be a celebrity around here.
I guess.
But it's all a lie.
Yeah. I would say so.
The true master here is Strahd. As he stands up, do I know much about you? Strahd will always come out on top. But I must be gone for the night. Good night. As he walks into the room here.
Alright. Good night. Creepy guy.
And Manlin's hovering by the table. Whenever you wish to leave, I can escort you out.
Alright.
That's the maid.
It's time to go.
We'll meet you at the door in just a moment.
As you wish.
And then I'm finally gonna do this with nobody in the room. Finally. Where's my spells? I'm going to cast Fairy Fire in the room.
Okay.
See if I can see anything invisible in the darn room. It's a Dex 11 save.
You're throwing. So I'm familiar with fairy fire to be targeted for something you can be seen.
Yes, it's each object in the 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet. Any creature in that area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light. If it fails a dexterity saving throw, for the duration, objects and the affected creature, or for the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light for 10-foot radius. Basically, I'm just seeing if there's something invisible in the room.
Yeah, you don't need
And
to
if
be
it
able to see anything. It's just anything that is within range has to pass the dex save or
Yep.
become enshrouded in light.
Outlined.
So
Yep.
so basically anything invisible become visible if it's within that 20 feet of her.
Yep.
Okay. No effect.
Don't see anything? Okay, then I'll drop the spell. Like, what? I was just being paranoid, okay? And then I'll walk through the door and leave.
So as you had a bag, as you stand up, feels a little heavy than normal.
There was a bag.
Yeah, so I figure everybody has a backpack, right? Everybody has a
Yeah,
bag.
I pick up my bag and my bag's heavier.
Yep.
I look inside of it.
See nothing. Besides your normal belongings.
I'm gonna be weird. I'm gonna turn my bag and dump it out. 'Cause I'm suspecting
And all
something
your-
sussy up.
all your items come piling out on the floor at the same time, because all the clanking and clunking and noise. But at the same time, Lady Watchers comes back down through the stairs and steps in the doorway just as you're dumping everything out. Is something the matter?
Oh, I was clumsy and dropped all of my things. Just having a really bad night tonight. First the wine and now this. This is why I don't have wine.
You said it was too early to drink.
I
And
know.
you haven't
Can you
had a
imagine how
glass of
bad
wine.
Can you imagine how bad I would be on wine?
Deception.
Need perception?
Deception.
Yeah, deception.
Oh, deception. Deception. Well, I'm really good at that. I got a natural 1.
What? You don't have to lie.
I'm sorry.
You haven't had a glass of
My
wine.
bag felt heavier. I didn't want to think that you were I didn't want you to think like I was taking something. And so I didn't know if something fell into my bag, so I was checking it.
Interesting. Dump it all over the floor. Oh, well, to each his own, as they say.
Can I investigate the bag?
You're gonna
Or-
pretend to come over and help me clean up.
Yeah.
Isn't that how most women look for stuff in their bags? They just
Isn't
dump
it
all of
though?
it?
Just dump it.
Throw
I was
it.
looking for my lipstick.
I was trying to find my keys.
Sure, you can. As Nim walks
was
over
just looking for
to
my
Zephyr,
blade.
start investigating the bag. Talk. Give me perception. Why Nim is handing over there.
You got my
Perception.
investigation
Talk.
check, right?
And she got like a
I'm-
27.
Yeah.
27. Everything looks to be in order. Nothing missing. Nothing added.
16.
16. You notice your fork that was sitting on your plate with that Ernest took your steak moved. Like it was stepped on.
On the table.
On the table. Yeah,
Um,
it'll bounce up and then fall back down.
And I'll do a double take and stand up and I'll look at Tarnok. Did you see that?
Did I see that?
Perception for Tarnok. He did not see that. He heard it. But he did not see it. He heard it hit the plate.
Yes.
All right, somebody's playing games.
I rolled deception. It's funny.
What do you think it was?
Nothing with the
well,
insight.
I detected a.
No, I'm doing insight against Tarnok's deception.
Oh,
I
What do you think
I-
it was,
he
Tarnok?
looks.
I did- I
I
detected a fiend in here earlier. I'll do another divine sense.
You said that out loud to talk.
I think he's
Alright.
whispering it.
I whispered it to talk. But yeah, I detected a fiend in here earlier.
Okay, you said that to talk. I'll let that slide. She's technically in the foyer room, but as she looks at Zephyr, do you want some assistance?
It's fine. We got it. As I'm shoveling all of these rations back in my bag.
And she says under her breath that you can barely almost hear, being this clumsy, maybe you're not the right ones for this job. As she, excuse me, walks past you to go sit back on the couch. As I say, you can stay here for the night if you wish.
Um,
And Tarnok said that to talk about the feed.
yes. I could give another look with divine sense, but I could. I should. Let's do it. I'll do another divine sense pulse. Is there still a fiend in here?
Yes.
Okay. Is it on the table or?
I don't think you can target that well with that spell.
I don't know.
It is within the 60. I don't know if it. Can you
It
find
just says
location with that
okay.
spell?
So it says as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. So that would make sense with the bag part. So, yes, he's standing at the corner of this table.
Okay.
Just then, I finish like just picking up an armful of my stuff as Nim is holding my bag open, and I just go thump,
All right.
tie it up, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go, guys.
Yes. So I'm moving towards the door and motioning for Tuck to come. Let's go.
As they
We know
Fiona
what we need to do.
walks up, I sense your answer by dawn. I expect your answer by dawn.
Okay.
We'll see what we can do. Let's go.
Okay. Madeline's in the front door as Balin, as you guys are walking past out of the house.
Okay.
Lock.
And since we're out the
Two.
door, can we go to there's a shop nearby, right?
The nearest thing is the inn. The shops are down at the town square area.
I think maybe Zephyr, if you're up for it, we go get you a new bag and see if the weight changes.
Well, is
No,
it
it's lighter
heavy
now.
anymore?
Oh, it's
I-
lighter
It's
now?
lighter now.
It
It's normal
seems
now,
to be
yeah.
fine now. I don't know why it was feeling so heavy before. I don't even know why the wine glass tipped over. I was expecting to find something invisible when I cast my fairy fire, but I didn't see anything. Did you guys see anything?
My fork
Yeah.
moved on the table while you were picking your items back up.
Let's get away from this house first.
Okay. I guess we'll head back. We'll start walking towards the inn.
Okay.
All right. So when we are at least 100 feet away from the house, I'm gonna pulse divine sense again. Is there a fiend in the area?
There is not a fiend in the area.
Okay. I will say that there was a fiend in her house, and that I saw it.
Can they be? Can they be invisible?
So can you tell? You gotta read me that.
It just
That
can
power
detect
game.
detect the location. I can't see what it was.
Yeah, he can just
Okay,
tell. He can
all
just
right.
tell if it's a fiend or a celestial or whatever, and where it is, but he can't tell what type of fiend.
Okay. 10-4.
Some
Can
form
can
of,
fiends be invisible?
or some can.
Anything can be invisible with the right magic.
Huh. All right.
Would
Well,
I know? Would I know
I'm-
that? I have a decent intelligence. Would I know if some fiends can be invisible?
I'll tell you what. Give me
Well,
history
I'm sure throughout the
or
world
religion.
we would know invisibility spells or invisibility potions.
History,
Like
religion, I
we
guess
know
religion.
stuff has the ability to be invisible.
Nope, I don't really know.
I'll give you this
And I-
much. I'll give you a break on it. Fiends in a way are devils, and there's devils that have a lot of different powers, and invisibility can be one of them. Yes.
but you don't know which
Also could be
one. So.
shapeshift. Could also be shapeshifters.
Right.
All right, you
Yes,
guys heading to the inn? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make our way back.
I
to the inn.
should have done a check to see if that guy was the spy that was following us.
What guy?
I think we knew that.
Yeah, there'll be. I mean, you could. I don't know what check would have gave you, but you can pretty much certain that that was the same fellow that was following you for the past couple nights.
It
It
just
happened
dawned
at
on
that
me.
one time. Just by his body shape, his lankiness, and things of that nature.
Well,
Of course, the one night he was deep shadow, but
Yeah, he came out of the shadows to deliver the message to Zephyr. So
yeah, a lot of big assumption that it's the same guy. So, and okay, so it's late. You know, it's dinner and all that stuff. It's probably late even at this time. All that conversation happened. So let's put it at about 9-10 o'clock as you guys are now back at the inn. There's no more patrons. And Danica is still working the bar. And if you will, let's take a quick 5-minute for restroom breaks and whatnot.
Okay.
Alrighty.
what's up, chat? What's going on?
Yeah, what is happening? Yeah. I saw a fiend, kinda.
Yeah, nice. Talk is still very confused because Talk doesn't have any of that kind of magic.
You gotta be infused with the magic of a demon, like me.
That's it. Yeah. Well, all I can do is make my axe catch fire.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
has its usefulness.
I can make my glaive a magic weapon.
Nice.
I can, but it's really just an annoying spell. Like, I can do it, but is it really that useful? I don't know.
Well, yeah, because it would let your glaive deal magical damage. So anything that was resistant to non-magical damage would
That's true, except
would
for
be affected by your glaive.
my glaive has been silvered.
Yeah, but silver. Oh, it does. Yeah, silver does make it a magical weapon, doesn't it?
I think it is.
I believe so.
Display on attack. It doesn't say. Wait. Oh no, it's not clicked. It's not silvered. Okay. Never happened. Well, okay, no. The reason that it doesn't help is because I could use Divine Favor instead. They're both concentration spells.
Gotcha.
And
Okay,
Divine
so
Favor would makes it magical damage, but also gives it a d4.
right. So silvered weapon is not a magical weapon. It's some creatures that have resistance to non-magical attacks are
Right.
susceptible to silvered weapons.
Right.
So.
Exactly. Yes. I don't know. Maybe. It'd probably just be better to try and hunt down a magical glaive. I don't know if I actually can. Can I even do magic weapon with this character? I might not even. It might be thinking about the other character. Oh my god. Okay, I can do it, but I don't have it prepared.
Okay, gotcha.
On IMAG, it's an always prepared spell.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
And all my weapons are magic weapons.
Well, can you cast that on some? I was gonna say, could you cast that on somebody else's weapon?
I can. But most of our party has magic weapons. Except maybe Neela's crossbow, but even then I think that just became a magic weapon. That might be a +1 crossbow now. Maybe not.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
But again, it's one of those things where it's a concentration spell, and I could give myself an extra d4, and I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit. That's the thing. I will probably hit. I have to roll pretty low to not hit. But
yeah, especially on your bow, right?
Yeah, my bow's got +9 to hit. And if I really want to, I could be like, I hit anyway, because I'll just roll a d8 on top of it. So
I'm back.
I could get a +17 total.
Well, welcome back.
To hit.
I'm having a bully snack today.
Oh, what do you have?
Having
a whole chicken?
Some cookies. Some cookies.
Cookies?
Cookies.
Mm-hmm.
I want some cookies.
How many sleeves of cookies are you eating?
I'm not having a bully amount of cookies.
And I'm eating 3 sleeves of cookies and 4 Red Bulls.
Hey, and 1 piece of chicken. It evens out.
And 1 piece of chicken.
1 big piece. I also ate a bunch of carrots and some Brussels sprouts.
Oh, you went for the vegetarian option.
The 1 piece of chicken is the vegetarian.
I forgot to tell my husband that.
That was the. Oh, I think you had left. You left chat last night. So there's a guy that I watched that was talking about like meals, like if the power goes down and stuff like that. So he was talking about rice and beans, and he says, and you can always put beef stock or beef bouillon in it to make it taste better. And if you're vegetarian, just eat chicken.
Right. Just eat chicken.
Eat chicken.
Oh, man.
Subway sandwich, yeah, boosted. I haven't had a Subway sandwich in a long time.
Me either.
I had one on Wednesday.
Oh, what are the odds?
We didn't even have D&D. I still ate a Subway sandwich.
Yeah. All right.
Bully, you were definitely a predictable man.
So I'm sitting here. I have my dice tray, right? I borrowed my kid's dice tray,
Yes.
right? And I've been sitting here rolling this D20. Just in between stuff. It is amazing. It is amazing how many 18s and 19s I have rolled on this die.
It's pretty
That
good.
explains why you do so awesome on Saturdays and Sundays. You have a weighted dice.
It's amazing. Nat 20. There's a
1.
9.
I just rolled a natural
There's
1.
a 12.
Okay, let me get mine.
17.
6.
Okay.
14.
I've got both of my D20s.
7.
Let's see what I get.
13.
An 8 and a 16. And for some reason, I got an 8 and a 16 again, but on opposite dice.
Whoops. Natural 1. I rolled it
Natural one.
out of the thing, and it landed as a natural 1. Then I rolled a 2. Now I'll roll a 3. Nope.
Oh,
Another
18 and a 7.
natural 1 again. 10.
I
Oh,
don't
do we-
trust.
Do we have the
I
roll
don't-
set up in chat
6.
yet?
12.
What was that?
Do we have
Yeah.
roll set up in chat yet? Roll
I
a
don't believe
D20.
so. Oh
I'll
no,
try it.
no.
Okay.
It would just be exclamation D20 is how I have it set up in
Mm.
mine. I didn't do that. I'll have to do that this weekend so that we have dice in chat because that's fun. I wasn't sure
Yeah,
because
so everybody in
Avalar
chat can play.
Avalar found a different dice roller, so I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what he wanted to do with that. They don't have the seafood sandwich anymore. What seafood? The tuna? They don't have tuna anymore. That's
no.
Or are
Yeah,
you not confident? Are you not confident enough that it's tuna to actually call it tuna? That you're referring to it as a seafood sandwich?
Well, it's not.
I'm rolling like I do on Saturday nights. I get a 19 and a 2.
Nice.
I have a terrible
Um,
story
6 and a
about
3.
Subway tuna, which I'm not gonna tell live. But if you remind me later, I will tell you later.
Man, that bait and switch.
yeah, I can set those commands up this weekend so that we have them for Wednesday. What were we talking about before that though?
The roller.
The roller?
Oh,
The dice roller.
that I don't particularly like digital dice. Like I don't trust them. Right? I've had an extremely bad run with digital dice. Like I
Oh, you
prefer
mean like a
physical
whole
dice.
bunch of 6s in your life?
Oh, like a whole bunch of ones. I mean, I've had characters lose appendages, So anyway, but but it definitely works out for Roll20. It's definitely cool to have it come up in chat and stuff like that. So it's cool. But yep. Digital dice cost me a finger one night.
Just a finger?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I
Alright.
was a rogue and I lost my index finger, but I didn't suffer any disadvantage on sleight of hand. At least Savvy was nice to me that way. He just made me lose my index finger. So I became the infamous Durick 9-finger Embermane.
Imitation crab meat. Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh.
Crab with a K.
See,
All right. Go ahead.
oh, I finished my cookie. So I'm ready to go, guys. Hopped up. I got a cup of coffee. Hyped up on caffeine and sugar now.
All hopped up on cookies and coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of coffee.
I'm on this thing of Oreos
Good mix.
now.
All right. So yeah, you
Oh,
guys walking
Trey.
back into the end. Late evening, 9, 10 o'clock. And Dana is cleaning the bar, getting ready to close up for the night as you guys come in.
Hey, Danica. So, number one, do you have any rooms available?
Oh, of course. You still have the key. You can have the rooms that you had before.
Fantastic.
And then I'm just gonna kind of sadly go. I shared that room with my father.
Oh,
Well, I think we don't need 3 rooms now. We only need 2.
If that one bothers you, you can use the common room. There's 4 beds in there.
That'll do.
That'll work. How much for that for the evening?
No cost. You're friends.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I have a really weird question for you.
Of course.
So we were just at the Lady Watcher's house for our dinner invitation. And
She looks kind of like disgusted by her type thing.
I mean, you do not tell Lady Watcher no, right? At least that's what they say.
She doesn't take no for an answer.
So
Or
we were there for the dinner, and like my wine glass fell over for no reason, and then
I
her
would-
wine glass fell over for no reason.
I would have filled you in.
And well, I'm getting there, and then my bag seemed heavy, so I dumped it out. But when I filled it back up, it seemed fine. And then Tarnok saw a fork move, and then or Talk saw a fork move, and then Tarnok says that he sensed a fiend. Do you know anything about
Fiend.
something like this at the Lady Watcher's house?
Fiends. No, I wouldn't. I didn't heard anything from that, but she does deal with dark magics.
Did you know about
her-
her husband?
Book club. Yeah, her husband passed away 3 years ago.
Do you know about her husband now?
No. What about her husband now?
Where he
I'll look at the rest of
is.
the group and be like, should we tell her?
You've told her this much.
She's looking around like at all you.
Oh,
Why?
he's
What
dead.
should we know?
He's dead.
Tarnok lets out a belly laugh. That's funny. You've
Yeah,
told him
he-
this much.
he died from- He died from some mysteriousness about 3 years ago.
Well, he's
Apparently-
still dead.
Yes, and apparently he still shares her bed.
She just shakes her head. And she's always dealt with very dark magics. Who knows what's her book club does?
She's asked us to help her in infiltrating the Burgermeisters as we had assumed.
Yes, that's been her goal for a very long time. Actually, since the Baron's son rejected her daughter.
That is what this is all about?
The Baron's son.
Yes, Baron has a son named Victor. And Stella tried to prearrange the marriage with her daughter, but Victor rejected her. She had no interest in her whatsoever. That was one plan she had to take office.
And where is the Baron's son now?
Well, I'll assume at the mansion. He comes out once in a while. Most of the time he stays, what I hear, stays in his room in the attic. But rumor has it he spoke unkind words to Stella, which is Lady's Watcher's daughter, and she went mad. No one has seen her for quite some time, actually.
Interesting. And what can you tell us, if anything, of her man Ernst?
He's kind of a stranger to this town. Um, he's basically her spy, but he only cares for money. So it's more like a spy for hire.
We kind
Not
of
very
noticed
good
that
at
he
it.
was a greedy sort.
Mm-hmm. But he will blackmail her in a heartbeat with the right money, as they do.
So his loyalties can be bought.
Oh, of course.
So he's
Money is
just
all
a
he cares.
mercenary. He's a mercenary.
Mm-hmm. Fear keeps him in check sometimes with Lady Watcher, but he's definitely no loyal. Has no loyal to her.
Well, what else do we need to know? Anything of interest? I go to sleep.
Okay, you head up to the common bedroom.
Have a good night.
Grab you guys. Indeed, I see you in the morning.
Yes. Good
Maybe
night,
we'll have
Danica.
maybe we'll have bacon or waffles.
Like bacon.
All right, if you scroll your map up, they're bullied to the middle part, the upper floor.
Okay.
You guys are in the common bedchamber area.
All right. Beautiful.
I'm going to suggest
Mhm.
that Nim set up a trap around the windows and doors
A lot of windows.
using her.
Okay.
That way, if something enters the room, we'll at least hear it.
I don't have any spells that can do anything like that.
What kind of trap?
I'll suggest with her string, with her thread and bell.
Okay.
That'll-
I have
Yeah,
bells.
we
Anybody-
can close the shutters.
I have one bell. Does somebody else have bells? I don't know how many windows we have.
Well,
but
you
we
can run the string across
With
all
one
the
bell.
windows with one bell.
Yeah.
And the door.
Yeah, you can hit them all and set up a one bell. So you have a string that runs across it. Anybody crosses it, and it rings a bell at the far side of the room. I'm sure you got enough string.
They try to push open the windows. It'll pull on the string. Ring the bell.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we don't have to get too specific how you're doing it, but so we'll basically say you spend about half an hour setting that up.
That's good.
We have to wake up early. Well, actually, we need to discuss before we go to bed. Are we going to
Yeah.
accept her proposal or not?
I
Well,
don't
we're going-
see where we really have any other options.
We're
I
planning
agree.
on
We
removing
don't.
Isaac from town anyway. We're not planning on killing him necessarily, but we are planning on removing him from town. We might be able to catch a little bit of money for doing something
Did
we were going to do
somebody-
anyway.
Check on our friend when we got here. I would do it, but I shouldn't.
I did not.
I can go down and check.
Our friend in the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Poor Irene.
firecrackers?
The firecracker in the
Yes. The firecrackers in. Yeah.
Down
bag
to
of
somebody
holding.
somewhere.
Great. Got it. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm gonna move her real quick, actually.
Oh, is she gonna be somewhere else now? She's on the other side of the wall.
Yeah,
Right here.
I'm gonna give her a more comfortable place to stay.
No.
Not that one. This one.
She has 2 beds. She's special.
I'll tell you what. Let's
Alright.
give her this one. Pink.
Oh,
Oh, now she got the
Sophie-
suite.
the
with the
Sophia
fireplace.
suite. For sure.
For sure. Definitely.
the first one was too small. The second one had 2 beds, but this one was just right.
Just
Just
right.
right. You go downstairs. Dan, I can fast forward this. Danica says she positioned her in a more comfortable spot. I figured the closet was a little rough.
What? Fine.
She
All
has
right.
our bedroom.
And I will say I will wake up early if anybody wishes to join me to go deliver the message to the lady in the morning before dawn.
That the message that Isaac is her brother?
No, to
No,
the,
the,
to
the
Lady
message to
Watcher.
Fiona Watcher that will accept her proposition.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you in the morning, Zephyr.
I'll also cast Goodberry so we have food in the morning.
Okay.
All right. Y'all get your long rest. And no nightly incursions have happened. The bell did not ring as you wake up to a cloudy Barovia, but not raining. As
Quick question, guys.
Now
What do we
morning.
think we're doing today?
What do we think we're
as we
doing
wake-
today?
Yeah. What do we feel like we're gonna be doing?
I feel like this evening we are going to be going to all out war. So I believe
Yes.
today we will probably be preparing.
No long rest between now and then.
I wouldn't think so, no.
All right. We will not be sleeping again before war. All right. That sounds fine with me. I will make do.
I mean, you can.
I'll sleep through
You
that.
take a
you
day
only
long
need you only
nap.
need 8 hours. You only need 8 hours, and from her previous interaction, she was saying that she's going to attack at dusk. So you could probably get that long rest in the afternoonish, lunchtime-ish area.
Oh.
You could choose.
Little siesta.
So obviously I
Mhm.
need to take find steed, right?
You need what?
I should
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I should prepare find steed for today. Because
Why?
I
Are
don't
you
know
gonna
what
be
that
looking
is.
for your horse?
yeah, it's super important for today. I'm just looking at what spells I should prepare for today.
So when
Oh,
Isaac
what
tries to
spells?
grab you
Okay.
again, you can just conjure your horse and ride away.
Yes. Yes. Okay. We'll continue. I was
Yeah, so technically you only need 4 hours of sleep, and 4 hours is just low activity, so you can definitely pull that off if you want to prepare before the dusk attacks for anybody.
Do you need a second long rest, bully?
No, I was just wondering if we needed, let's say we wanted me to take some spells that were like like bless and stuff like that. Whereas I might not need that later. I could use something else later, or vice versa. Take something else.
So all right. So you just want to know what to prepare for today. I got you. All right,
Yes.
gotcha. I thought maybe you had like an exhaustion point you were trying to get rid of or something.
No, just trying to figure out what I'm doing today so I know how to prepare my spells. So I don't end up with like branding smite when I could have used command. You know what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're fine.
Well, he's still, doing that. I guess Talk and I will. I'll leave a good berry, for each person on the table,
Okay.
and I'll eat my good berry. I'll give one to Talk, and then I'll say, "You want to head out?"
Yep, lead the way.
Okay.
And
You
we'll
guys,
make
you two head out. The other two stay back. Entered into the town. No one's really out and about. Especially with the past couple events or the past couple nights with Strahd attack and all that. And you make your way back to the Watcher's house. Just for visuals, we'll bring you back to the map. As you, assuming you're gonna walk up and knock on the door.
Yes.
Did you want me to knock?
Oh, I was assuming I was knocking. Knock knock.
Okay.
Hello.
A small opening cut into the door opens up at eye height. You see eyes peering at you. Can I help you?
You may give the lady our answer. She may send us any information before about what we need to do before dawn or before dusk.
I will let her know. I hate to use the word spy, but her Ernest she'll make contact with you when everything's ready to go.
We will be at the inn.
I will let her know.
And then I'll just turn around and walk away. Doop, doop.
Okay. You meet Talk back at the street. As we go back to the blocky map.
Place gives me the creeps.
You and me both. I'm gonna like swish my bag around and see if it feels any heavier.
Bang it on the ground a little
Nope.
bit. Boom, boom.
Just start smashing it on the ground, yeah.
Bang it up against every fence post you walk past. Boom.
Nope, it does not feel any heavier. As I'm assuming you're gonna make your way back to the inn. So you got some time between now and the contact that's gonna be made by Ernest. And that time is yours to how you ever want to prepare or whatnot.
Okay, let me see really fast. How do you spell? Oh, it's one word. That's why it's not working. No, that wasn't. Hmm.
That's a terrible spell. I don't need cure wounds, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Nah, it's fine.
I got a couple more good berries. We're all good.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Ooh, 10K inspiration.
Woot, yes.
What are you gonna spend it on for this?
Woohoo!
Who says 10K?
He's gonna give us troubles in this battle. I already see
Oh,
it.
no.
Hey, Syntax, what's up, buddy?
What's happening?
Hey, Syntax, how you doing?
Yeah, hey, Syntax.
Hmm.
Well, I guess all I'll do is prepare for battle. I'll sharpen my axe and make sure all my gear is correct. And
Goodness, all my spells are like concentration spells. Pretty rough.
Had a fun week at work. No. That's -2 is only 2K.
I am gonna go to the shop and buy a small hand mirror.
Okay.
A
Didn't
hand
have
mirror.
that up.
For peeking around corners.
I would
Ooh,
like-
that sounds like a good idea.
I would like to buy 25 gold of powdered silver.
All right, so I'm assuming talking Zephyr going to head back to the inn, and you guys are going to contemplate going to the town square for some shopping.
But that's
Okay.
That's all I need. I don't need a million.
Sounds
things, I
good.
just need that.
Okay. You got your silver. I'll just
That's
run
fine.
through this kind of fairly quick. Not repeat everything out.
Buy your blanket.
So
We go to the place where we need to go.
right. I feel like I got to pull up the whole shop, Barovia shop thing. But
Oh.
yeah, the mirror. Steel mirror, 5 gold.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum. No problem getting the silver.
Nah, no problem at all.
25 gold. Silver. I don't
I
know
just
if
don't
I'll
remember what
ever
store
need
that
this.
was. I think it was I was trying to pull up the shops in Barovia. I don't remember how much that would have been for 25 gold.
This is
Let's
25.
see.
I think it's a
Spell component.
it's just 20. It's just a spell component. It's 25 gold of powdered silver. Like it doesn't
Gotcha,
tell
okay.
you that it's a pound or whatever. It's just that's what it is.
Gotcha. And 5 gold from Nim if she wants a mirror as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know when I'll ever need that, but if I need it, I'll flip and have it.
Yep.
I don't know. What else can I use, guys?
How old is Irina?
She's mid-20s.
She'd be like a young adult?
Yeah, I consider her a young adult. Yeah,
Okay.
different
I-
perspectives for different people, but I consider
Oh.
her a young adult.
Can I buy some arrows? A bundle of arrows?
Yeah,
How much will that cost me?
20 quiver of 20. You just talk about not the non-silver ones, right?
Yeah, just regular ones.
Why am I having trouble finding that?
I want to say it's 4.
Well, it costs different in Barovia. It's always
Oh.
more expensive here.
Right.
They don't have good trade routes. in Barovia.
Right. Yes. I remember. I'm sorry.
20 gold or 20 arrows, 1 gold.
Okay.
Oh.
that's-
What
Yeah,
else
they're
is it? Maybe it's
pretty
4
standard.
silver or something. Who knows?
They're pretty standard because you can make them pretty easily. They're not like special. They don't need steel or iron or just need flint.
Got it. And some, chicken feathers. Some
Mhm.
any wood. You can use any wood. You get sticks. You get 4 sticks per piece of plank. Right?
And the crafting table, yeah, 3x3, yeah.
Yeah, but it's always that issue when you forget you're using a silk touch shovel on the gravel.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, or
Can
a
I
fortune
get a-
3.
Where's my silk touch? Can I get my dagger silk touched?
Actually, can I get looting 3?
Yeah, can I get looting 3? I would like a looting 3 dagger.
Sweeping edge.
Yes,
So you want
sweeping
sweeping edge instead? Yeah.
I would love sweeping edge on my glaive. That would be sick.
Oh, that would be crazy. Sweeping edge 3 and fire aspect 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's do it.
syntax. It costs a song. You don't want me to be singing. Nope. Avalar learned his lesson on Tuesday.
There's nobody in Barovia who can help me get that. I need to
It wasn't that.
plane shift my glaive to IMAG and let him do it. He's the one with all the money.
Yeah, right.
All right, after a day of shopping, if you guys get all ready for your what's laid out in front of you here. Get your spells prepared, whatnot. You guys are back at the end as you hear a knock on your door.
War is coming.
Before I open it, I'll say, yes.
It is I, Ernest. Lady Watcher is ready within the hour.
Where?
When you see at the mansion, the members will be surrounding the mansion. When the distraction starts and the fighting starts, the mansion is yours to enter.
What, through the front door? Do you have a side entrance?
It'll be your back door. As well the front door. That's your department, not mine.
Okay, I guess we can figure that out.
And she will release Anna when we do this.
Well, she's in there to be real.
What?
One second, guys.
Man, it's getting suspenseful now.
Ba-dum-bum.
Sorry, little one was asking me a question. Lady Watcher will not be taking Anna. You will be. She's in the house.
But if we are not able to get her out while we are distracting Isaac, will she release her when she takes over? We must have that guarantee.
Yes, she has no need for Isaac. Or, I'm sorry, for Anna.
Okay, then I'll look at everybody else for their approval.
I'll give you a nod.
Same.
I shrug my
And it-
shoulders.
Then it will be done.
As I say, within the hour, you will hear the sounds of battle. That's when we know we'll be ready. And fire. Fire, fire, fire.
Man.
Okay, then I guess I will start collecting up my gear.
The thought of fire makes him a little too excited for my taste.
Fire.
All right. So we're at an odd spot. It's close to 8:30, and this sequence of events can be pretty long. It's probably best to stop here for this week, because once we start, it's a big battle.
We're gonna die.
So we can be here for quite some time.
We could die.
No, I'm gonna die on
if
Wednesday
you're,
night.
If you're gonna go in with a positive attitude, then sure.
If you think you're gonna die before you go in there, you'll find a way to make that happen.
Then your name is I'm gonna die.
I'm
That's it.
gonna die.
But yeah, I think it's wise. No cliffhanger too much.
Oh,
you know what's
boy.
that laden ahead of us? It's the town battle that's about to happen. So it could be a long
The
encounter.
Burgermeister, Meister Burgers.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Toys?
Virgo.
Boys. I
A
totally
yo-yo?
forget that cartoon.
A yo-yo? For me?
For me?
I totally forget that. Well, I know the cartoon, but I totally forget the one-liners out of it.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. A little RP setting up the plot that's about to be unleashed.
The plot.
It was a very informative session. We learned quite a
was.
bit this evening.
It did, and
We
you
did some RP magic.
you
It was
diffused a
fun.
plan of mine by a certain perception roll, but that's okay.
I
What
thought
the thing that I was gonna bang into fences? Just
Hey, I'm just saying, if you want to make it mad, that's up to you. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
We saw you coming a
Oh,
mile
God.
away. We saw you coming a mile away.
Yeah. So anyway, guys,
Yeah.
thanks for
Indeed.
coming out. I will definitely this weekend I'll definitely work on getting some custom commands in chat. Like dice rolls and stuff like that. So we'll definitely work on getting some of that in there for you.
Indeed, and I'll be working on the encounter tables for you guys as well. And hopefully next week I should have the Discord for Homebrew Cafe up and running. Working on the templates as we through the week
Nice.
actually.
Sweet.
So
with that up, we're going to be working on. We can publicly work on the Stroudwin area of the world of Xantaria.
oh yeah, explain that a little bit.
And then
I believe you're looking for public
we're-
assistance.
yeah, basically we're looking for help. Just looking for you can come in
Mhm.
and suggest ideas for quests and NPCs and stuff, and with that, some of them could possibly end
Your
up being worked into
ideas
the world.
will be in the game, in the world, in the game.
Yep.
Your ideas, your suggestions.
NPCs, locations, villains, any of that
Mhm.
stuff.
Any of that stuff.
We'll
You
be-
got some ideas?
We'll be
you
world
wanna
building
share 'em?
together.
Come and world build with us.
Yes. So hopefully should be up and running by the end of the weekend. I'll see a reason why not.
Cool. Awesome.
I mean, I'm bad at my job. That's a pretty good reason. But
Well, there's that.
so,
Indeed. But
There
I'll
is
see
that.
everybody back on Wednesday. And yeah, don't forget the YouTube channel. 3 videos a week. This week, not so much. I'm trying to get everybody to catch up what we got already dropped out. A lot of episodes came out in the past couple weeks. So but yeah, pay attention to our YouTube channel too.
good.
I'm looking for a raid to see what we can do.
Dom's play Resident Evil.
Ooh, Dom is
Ooh.
playing
I know it's-
Resident
I know it's-
Evil, huh?
Yeah,
We're
he's
gonna go-
I know it's not
playing
Dungeons
Village.
Dragon.
I'm a little bit sad that we were doing this while he was streaming because I'm very excited to watch him play it.
Right.
Let's
I,
raid it.
I saw it live and I was like,
Go there.
oh man.
Let
Let's
me see how long.
Thursday,
Let me,
8:30. He's probably pretty close to done, but we can
Yeah, I was gonna
definitely.
It doesn't matter. Go there.
That's
anyway.
true.
No. I'm saying we can definitely go in and say hey.
yeah, give Dom some love. He's an
yeah,
awesome guy. He's
yeah.
very
Dom's
supportive of
a
this
great
community.
dude, man.
I mean, he is
Yeah,
the
Dom-
waiter or the butler at the Burgermeister's
Butler.
house
Burgermeister.
in Barovia.
Yes, he is.
He gives us
Yes, he is.
waffles.
Waffles. All right, guys,
Waffles.
raid's ready. I'm gonna click the button. We'll go over there and say hi to Dom. We'll see you over there.
Alrighty.
Bye, guys.
Right.
All right,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
See you next week.
Okay.